So tonight's call sounds calm at first. Professional woman, almost 30, educated, polite, soft tone, the kind of caller people think is doing everything right. She's newly single, says she's open-minded, says she's serious, says she wants something real, but she's stuck. Dating feels hard. Men don't feel serious. Everything feels uncertain. And then one simple question changes the entire conversation. How long would you wait before having sex with a man you're dating? Not a trap, not disrespect, not pressure, just a basic adult question. And she can't answer it. Not because she's shy, but because she wants open-ended effort with zero clarity. Unlimited investment. No timeline. No structure. No exchange. Hit like, subscribe, and support Kevin Samuel's original channel to help keep his legacy alive.
Oh, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. What do you got for me?
I just have a question. I'm newly single,
Uh-huh.
and one of my girlfriends, she actually sent me this live. So she was like, you should check in and see what he had to say for you.
Okay.
But I've seen a few of your postings and things, and I mean,
Okay.
I consider myself a professional. I'm in social work. I'm going for my master's and going to get licensed and things.
Okay.
But I'm open to dating people who don't have degrees, and I think I'm a pretty good communicator. But my question is that I think I'm just having a lot of issues finding someone in COVID. Going out on dates is it's a hard thing, and also kind of meeting people.
Were you married?
No, I wasn't married, but was in a long-term relationship.
Okay. And
Yeah,
how long was that?
4 years.
And when did it end?
Back in the summer, so I would say August.
Okay. And it's difficult for what?
Just to meet men who are serious, that really aren't just trying to, have sex for one initially, and just because my thing is about being friends first and building friendships, and how comfortable they are
How
around.
old are you?
How old am I? Oh, 29.
So you threw that not having sex part in. Why did that come up?
Because it's just something I'm not there yet, I guess. And I don't even want to say I'm not there. I'm just not there
What do you mean?
today. Maybe if you meet somebody that you're comfortable with initially, and then boom, things happen. But I guess it's not a focus
Okay.
right now.
Well, men want to have sex.
Well, definitely initially.
So
At
what
some
does that
point.
mean? I mean, I key on things like that. What do you mean? How long would you wait? How long should you have to wait?
I don't think there should be a time frame on it, but
Well, in today's conversation, you're gonna have to ask.
okay. Okay. So
I
you
mean, you're
recommend?
asking for help, so I'm gonna need some information.
Oh, well, go ahead. Ask
I've
away.
already asked information. How long?
I don't have a time frame.
Okay, I'm gonna ask again. How
Okay.
long?
When I'm ready.
How long?
I mean, that can be any time. It could be when you meet somebody
Yeah,
initially.
but about how long?
So you say how long is,
Yeah, how long? You start dating somebody. How long before you have sex?
I guess, to just throw it out there, I don't know.
How long?
That's my question. I don't know. I mean, that's my
How
answer.
long?
I don't know.
How long?
Okay.
See, you want men to just go ahead and take their time and just go indeterminate, and you're not even willing to put a possible time frame on it.
Oh, so we need a time frame, you think?
Well, no, we need a cooperative woman.
Oh,
We need a woman that understands what men want and understand that yes, this is going to be a part of it.
mm-hmm.
And I've asked you the question how many times. So what do you want me to tell you? If you're not willing to answer a question, it's not a trick to it. You're a grown woman.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm learning, still learning about different personalities, and so.
It's not different personalities. It's that a lot of you ladies tend to want men to do all the work.
Mm-hmm.
You want somebody to go through the trouble of getting to know you and peel back down you and talk to you. And I'm sorry, man, no. I asked you a simple question. You're not willing to even answer it. Why?
So I don't know isn't an answer.
No, it's not. You're not 19. You're almost 30.
Yeah,
Not a little girl. You're a woman.
definitely.
So it's not a trick question. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like sex is like taboo, and I'm asking you, if you meet somebody you like and you date them, how long approximately before you have sex? And you're saying, well, whenever. Then don't be upset if nobody wants to date you.
Okay.
Your fault.
Well, I mean, I'm not upset, but thank you. I appreciate your feedback. Yeah. Thanks. Any other pointers that you have outside of sex?
Sex wasn't the only pointer, but if you're not willing to answer what's important to men, men are not going to be willing to date you.
Mm, got it.
See, what I'm showing you folks is women, you want an unfair exchange.
Mm. All right. I mean, that's a different perspective of things and a good way to look at it, I guess.
Well, how about this? How about this? Let me give you a different perspective.
Okay.
How about this? Let's do it your way.
Mm-hmm.
And just whenever the mood's right, okay?
Yes.
So here's how you do this. You pay for all the dates.
Okay.
You do all the driving. You do all the planning. You're in charge until all that. And then after you decide you want to have sex, then he can step in and start paying for the dates and driving and everything else. But until then, it's all on you to do all the investment, all the courting, all the follow-up, all that other stuff. Would you be willing to date if men like that?
I guess it would depend because, well, to give you a straightforward answer, then no. If you look at it from that perspective.
Yeah, of course. Because you would not want to just be stuck on the hook dating with no idea of where this is going, whether or not you're going to get something that you wanted, and you have to put all that effort in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just one man. I'm talking about all men. If all men got together and sent your picture out across the world, everybody knew no one goes out with her. She has to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you not do that though? Why not? I mean, you're still trying to get to know a guy, right? I mean,
exactly. I mean, but I mean, that's also considering if that's the things that I'm doing, if I'm allowing that person to pay for everything and to do that.
no. In this world, because I've asked you the question just about generally how long, and you didn't like that. So I'm like, let me switch it to something you can understand. You don't have to have sex, but as long as it's not on the table, you're responsible for paying for all the dates.
Yes.
Arranging all the dates, all the dates. You're in the man's position.
Yes.
And would you be willing to date men if you had to do that?
I mean, then no, I wouldn't be willing.
Exactly. So don't expect men to date you.
Okay. But okay. I see you. I got you. I understand things from that perspective.
You see what I mean? Some of you ladies who are thinking, ladies, you see what? Listen, ladies, you see what I mean? Thinking you're just trying to get her to no. Ladies, understand, you want men to do our part, but you don't even want to even broach, possibly even, I just asked a general time frame. I didn't say ironclad. She wouldn't even want to say 3 months, 6 months, 30 days. Yeah. It was just whatever. But then flip it, you're not willing to just do an open-ended financial responsibility coming out of your pocket.
Well, I guess for me, again, and this can be for anyone, you know, because I get your angle. Again, I'm respecting, but
it's pretty straightforward.
I'm gonna say one last thing, and I'm gonna let somebody get a chance. But I guess in this world, especially, you know, for me, everybody has a different perspective. Everybody comes from different walks of life. Okay. For personally, I won't let somebody do that much for me unless I'm coming halfway. And that's just me. Everybody's not comfortable with that. And I feel like I hold up my end of the
deal. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you.
Okay, go ahead.
You wanting to come and pay halfway don't mean nothing to us. Because our time is more important than your half of the money.
Okay. That's honest.
So this whole, well, you know, I'm not that kind of woman. Shit, I'm gonna pay my half. Y'all offer to pay half, like this is something.
Like that's something that
like there's some shit. We don't give a damn about half. We don't care about, because what y'all pay half on ain't nothing. Pay half on the goddamn mortgage and the car notes and everything else. Pay half all the way through life. Then we talking.
Yeah.
But until then, we talking about half on some dates.
Half on some dates.
But you know what? I don't want to go on a date where you paying half and I'm paying half, where the end is going to end up in a hug. I'd rather pay 100% and get laid.
I
Get off
got
my
you.
phone.
I feel you. I hear you.
You hear me? That's why your ass going to go ahead. I'm serious, ladies. They're like, oh, you're so harsh. Men are not playing these stupid games anymore.
Next up, we have something people are scared to say out loud. Marriage fitness. Not vibes, not feelings, not empowerment slogans. Fitness. A poll of over 15,000 men was taken, and when asked what percentage of modern black women are fit for marriage, 90% of men said, not fit. Then women were asked the same question about themselves, and 82% of black women agreed. So this isn't men hating. This isn't bitterness. This is acknowledgement. Yet somehow, expectations keep going up, respect keeps going down, and accountability never shows up to the conversation.
You realize I said, what percentage of modern women are fit for marriage? 90% of men said, of the 15,000 men said 90% of you are not.
Mm-hmm. Of women in general or black women? Black women?
Black women.
Black women.
90%. And they want to ask women the same question. 82% of women said they're not.
Of black women? Or of
yes.
Black women? 82% of women said black women are not suitable for marriage? Wow.
If so, okay, take yourself out of it, but if you thought that the majority of sisters were fit for marriage, why can 1 in 4 of you assume to marry anybody? Black women were taught to be independent.
You're probably right, because I've been engaged before and I cut off the engagement.
Why?
I guess I cut off the. I was in college when I got engaged. I guess I later decided maybe he's just not for me. So I cut off the engagement. But that could have been me being psychologically whatever at the time and thinking I don't know, I could have did better than him or whatever the case is. But he really wasn't the one
was
for
he
me.
in college?
But maybe it was something
Was he in college?
Yes, he was in college as well. He was in grad school at that time. I was still in undergrad.
What was he doing?
I want to say he's a kinesiotherapist. I think he just became a kinesiotherapist just now, actually.
Well, I'll just say, for the rank and file, it is a lot of black men's sentiment is the average black woman thinks she's better than the average black man. So there's a low level contempt and lack of respect for the average black man image. This is why you can have women who are 20 some odd years old, like that other person, coming in here and acting the way she did with a 50-year-old man.
Right, yeah, I don't know.
And the problem is, but here's the problem. The overall contempt for men and lack of respect for men, while it may be directed at black men, other men also get it too. See, brothers, even though they're at the lowest of the totem pole, above Hispanic men, but lower than everybody else socioeconomically, black men can still date out far easier than black women.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as though what black women are doing is working for you. Nobody's marrying black women in masses. And the problem is what? Too big for me to fix, but the thing is, at 26 years old, if you've been engaged and all these things, ma'am, time is ticking.
Yes.
And the chances of you finding a high value man, a man that's making the kind of money you're talking about, is negligible. Negligible. I mean, effectively.
Well, Kevin, at your age, you meet high value women, correct? You're single right now, and not, but you meet high value women right now at your age that are single, mm-hmm. right? And they're of your age, I'm assuming. They could be a little bit younger, a little bit older than me.
Sure. I meet high value women of all ages, yeah.
But you know what? You're not marrying them.
But that's not. But you can see the difference is I've been married twice.
You've been in that area already.
And the difference, but see, the difference is if I want to be married, I can be married in 6 months. See, you guys, it almost like you guys have this switch in your brain to where you want to. Why'd you make that point? Yeah, she got frozen or something, guys.
All right, let's slow this down and really sit with what just happened here, because this call wasn't about sex, and it wasn't about dating apps, and it wasn't about COVID making things harder. That's the surface story people like to tell themselves. What this was really about is exchange, clarity, and adult responsibility. This woman didn't sound angry. She didn't sound bitter. She didn't come in hostile. She sounded like a lot of people sound: reasonable, educated, calm, well-spoken. And that's exactly why this conversation matters. Because confusion doesn't always come wrapped in chaos. Sometimes it comes wrapped in politeness. She wanted men to show up. She wanted effort. She wanted consistency. She wanted intention. But when it came time to define her role, not in theory, not in vibes, but in reality, everything went vague. Whenever I'm ready. No timeline. No pressure. It'll just happen. And that sounds nice until you realize what it actually means. It means one person is being asked to invest time, money, energy, emotional labor, planning, and risk, with no clarity on return, no structure, and no accountability. That's not dating. That's asking someone to gamble indefinitely. And the moment the roles were flipped, the moment the idea became she pays, she plans, she drives, she leads, she invests with no guarantee, suddenly the answer was clear. Suddenly it was no, I wouldn't do that. That's the entire lesson right there. Because what people tolerate from others is often the exact thing they refuse to accept for themselves. Men aren't confused. Men aren't broken. Men aren't afraid of commitment. Men are simply done participating in arrangements where the expectations are lopsided and the terms are undefined. Cooperation matters. Timelines matter. Intentions matter. This doesn't mean rushing. It doesn't mean pressure. It doesn't mean obligation. It means clarity. And the uncomfortable truth is this: if you can't clearly articulate what you want, what you're offering, and how progress looks, you're not ready to date seriously, no matter how nice, educated, or well-intentioned you are. That's not an insult. That's adulthood. So for anyone watching who felt uncomfortable, defensive, or called out, good. That discomfort is information. Because the people who actually win in relationships aren't the ones who demand effort the loudest. They're the ones who understand exchange, timing, and mutual investment. Dating doesn't fail because people ask too much. It fails because people ask without offering clarity. And until that changes, the cycle keeps repeating. That's the reality.